Hello, Barry Parker's my name, and I'm the principal of Australian Capital Property. You've no doubt read the website, read my bio. I've been in financial services for all of my adult working life. I own a mortgage management company, I own a financial planning dealer group nationally, I own shares in national aggregation groups and shares in mortgage brokerage groups. So I've got a wealth of experience within the financial services sector. I started Australian Capital Property some years back, but it's only in the last couple of years that I've really decided to do something with it. So Australian Capital Property, what we aim to do is to help our clients create wealth through cash flow positive properties. Now, we organise the whole process, but if I can just take a step back, here in southeast Queensland, in Brisbane, on the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, the way our suburbs are developed, they've been on larger blocks. You have a house, takes up, 30 squares or 300 squares of a 900 square block. Generally, there's good sized yards where you're able to build an auxiliary home. Now, they're not granny flats, they're auxiliary homes. Granny flat is something different, but the councils, in particular Logan Council and Redlands Council, have really embraced this because they see it as a way of moving away from the high density apartment, townhouse blocks and everything, and just putting more people through the suburbs. So how do we do this? Well, as a buyer's agent, it's my job to, because I am a real estate agent, to go and find the property that's suitable. I'll refer you to the case studies that show on the website, and these are ones that I've done for myself, so I practice what I preach. But as a buyer's agent, I thoroughly research the properties that I intend to purchase or that I intend to act in relation to my clients to purchase. So I will know before I even see the place whether or not it's going to fit the bill for what we want. I think the great thing about me is that if I would buy it myself, then I would refer it, and that will only be the case. So, but as a buyer's agent, I'll research the area, where the property is, how close it is to amenities, how close it is to entertainment, to schools, to major arterial infrastructure and employment. Generally, the suburbs I look at are a higher proportion of home owners, not high density rental areas. And the reason why I do this is because we get better tenants, we get better rents. As a buyer's agent, I also negotiate with the real estate agent to the vendor. As you're aware or not, but the real estate agents here in Queensland act for the vendor, but they'll also act with a buyer as well, which is a bit of a conundrum, but we won't go there. But me as a buyer's agent, I'll negotiate hard to get the right outcome. Now, past this, I also act as a project manager, and as a project manager, I organise the building of the auxiliary home. Now, they're built on site, so they're Australian made, Australian product. Everything's Australian. Organise the build. Also manage all the peripherals that go with it, and that's the landscaping and the driveway and the fencing. The internal fit out. So what you get is a turnkey for the auxiliary home. I also deal with the property managers. So I've got property managers that I deal with myself and trust them. I've got a special deal with them on lower fees, so that again benefits my clients. So I'll find you the property, and I'll organise the auxiliary home, and I'll tee you up the property manager that will get you 2 rents. The other thing is financial health check. I've been doing this, like I said, all my adult life. So many mistakes, so many mistruths out there around financing. You will get a very, very clear and very honest approach to any debt structuring. that will only ever be in my client's interest. So I don't need a royal inquiry to tell me that I have to have my client's best interests in case, because I've only ever practiced that my whole working life. So, that's it. I practice what I preach, but I also provide a very, very good service, and look forward to dealing with you, helping you create wealth. Have a look at the case studies, because they are quite interesting. It'll give you some insight into how I've created wealth. So.